So tonight my husband brought home leftovers from lunch he had at work, and he had that for dinner. And I am having this bowl that has massaged kale with some good olive oil, some jasmine rice. This is supposed to be a soft-boiled egg, but I kind of failed on that one. Chickpeas, Kalamata olives. What's this? Pepperoncini, a sweet orange mini pepper from the garden, and scallions. I'm going to put some lemon juice on top, salt, pepper, a little bit of pepperoncini juice, and then there's nutritional yeast. It's delicious. Alright, so I have these Char gluten-free breadcrumbs that I added Italian seasoning, salt and pepper to. I have some eggs mixed with a little bit of water and salt and pepper. Here's the eggplant cut very thin. I'm going to have to do a few batches of this, but this doesn't take too long to cook up. I have the oven preheating to 400, and I'm just putting these on parchment paper. Eggplant is all done. It's nice and crispy. This is without even salting it to dry the moisture out of it. I just slice it really thin and cook it at 400 until it's tender. And then here's what I'm doing. And I'm layering pasta sauce, eggplant, Parmesan and mozzarella cheese, and then this will go in the oven at 400 until it's bubbly. Alright, I ended up using one large eggplant. I have another plan for the other eggplant. I'm going to try to make some kind of dip, I think. But I got 3 layers of eggplant with cheese and sauce, and I'll put this in the oven until it's bubbly. Here is the eggplant parmel done, and here are some green beans from the garden that I sauteed up. And that is our meatless dinner for tonight. I've been saying for a while that I wanted to try to do a few meatless meals a week, or at least one. And my husband pointed out that this is one. So that is dinner tonight. It is Friday the 18th of August, and I'm starting to think about starting up work again and things getting busy. So I got, well, my parents were actually at Costco and picked this up for me, but it was 7.38 pounds. It was $11 for this giant pork loin, and normally you're supposed to cut one side for a roast, the other side for a roast, and all pork chops in the middle. But this has already been frozen and thawed, and I don't like refreezing meat that has already been thawed. So I am going to put this entire thing into my crock pot with 1 onion. This onion's a little soft. We'll see how much is salvageable. Some salt, garlic powder, cumin, and pepper. And I am going to make pulled pork that will go some for dinner this week and this coming week, and some for the freezer for upcoming meals. I'm not putting barbecue sauce on it. If we choose to when we eat it, we can do that, or we can saute it up in a pan with some chili powder and more cumin and maybe some lime juice and make carnitas. So that is the plan for today. Tonight we're actually going out to dinner, but it's a rainy day. I'm going to be home most of the day, so I'm just going to get this started in the crock pot for meal prep. It's in the crock pot on high, and I'm just going to let it go until it shreds. I took out some ground beef that I had bought reduced and frozen, and I have 4 burgers, so 1/4 pound burgers, and I seasoned them with this Wild West steak seasoning. I went out and picked some tomatoes. I had a little bit of onion left. I had some basil that I picked from the garden, balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, olive oil, and I made a tomato basil salad. So that'll be for dinner tonight, and then hopefully as a side, another bit of these small potatoes, new potatoes, left, and I seasoned them with salt, pepper, and some roasting seasoning, and cooked those in the air fryer. And then I've just had a rough time with things eating my garden, but I was able to get enough green beans to probably be 2 or 3 servings for 2 people. So like my husband and I will have some, and if there's leftover, someone can have some for lunch tomorrow. And then we have pickles, mayonnaise, ketchup, whatever we could want with the burgers. I don't think I'm going to be putting cheese on them tonight. That's just another step I have to take. So all I have left is just to get the burgers in the air fryer, and that will be Tuesday night dinner. Is Tuesday night dinner, the burger, some jalapenos and pickles, the potatoes, green beans, and the tomato salad. I just took out a ton of condiments, and we can just have whatever we feel like. All right, Wednesday the, 23rd of August. I did not film preparing this, but we have steaks from Walden, tomato basil salad left over from yesterday, blistered shishitos that I picked from the garden this morning. This is a lemon aioli that I made, and that is to go with the shishito pepper. And then I have some basmati rice that I cooked in some pork broth that I had left over from making pulled pork the other day. So I'm making egg cups to prep for the week. It is Saturday, August 26th. I chopped up some sweet banana peppers and another mystery sweet pepper that came in. I bought, it was supposed to be a poblano, but it wasn't. And some shallots from the garden. I have this ham, the Applegate ham I got on clearance for 99 cents. I'm using this whole package. We have about a cup of shredded, what is it, Monterey Jack? Colby Jack? Colby Jack cheese. And we're going to do some eggs. So I'm going to dice up the ham, put this in, and then we have eggs. We just discovered our milk went bad, but we have some shelf-stable macadamia nut milk that we'll be using instead. And I lined my baking cups with silicone liners, sprayed them with a little avocado oil to be safe, and then we will preheat the oven to 350. And here are the egg cups all done and ready for the week. It is Sunday, August 27th. I am not going to show my face because my hair is up in a wrap. I just washed it. It's about 1:40, and let's think. Today was very busy so far. We're trying to get a lot of things done. I go back to work tomorrow. I've been off for the summer. I work in a school, and I go back tomorrow. So we don't have a lot of foods for lunch right now. I do have these chicken thighs that I got for $4. They were $1.99 a pound, which is pretty good for organic chicken thighs. And I have some of this Crunch and Coat. It's like a gluten-free shake and bake. I got for $1.99. I think I have 1 pouch left in here. Yep, and 1 bag. And I am just going to probably pound these a little flatter so they cook quicker. Shake them in this Crunch Coat, spray them with a little avocado oil, and try cooking them in the air fryer. I'll have some for lunch today. My husband might have some for lunch, and then we will have some for lunches for the week. I think I just showed you yesterday we made some egg cups for breakfast for the week. Just trying to prep as much as we can to make the going back to both of us working in the middle of construction with kittens and all the things go a little bit easier. So the plan is to get this cooked. This was in the freezer. This has not been in my fridge that long. I just pulled it out yesterday to thaw, and it is finally fully thawed. So I will get that done, show you what it looks like, and then take you along as I continue to prep things. We've just been cleaning, so I I weed whacked the yard. We had a wall repair to do, so I've been sanding and patching. That is why my hair is wet. I just took a shower to wash all of that out off of me, and now I think I am ready to start cooking. I'm also trying to get some trainings done, so we're just going to try our best to get everything done. Pounded all the chicken thighs so they're a little thinner, and I'll get the coating on them. The chicken all done. We're actually having some of it for lunch today. I'm having some with this corn on the cob I cooked up yesterday, and my husband is having some on a salad. It's like 4 o'clock now, and while my air fryer is dirty, I also took out these Italian chicken thighs. It's just Italian salad dressing and some chicken thighs that I had frozen like this back in July and vacuum sealed, and what I'm going to do is just cook these up in the air fryer, and these will be dinner for tomorrow night with some sides that I'm also going to cook up. I'll show you those as I get going on that. 5:38. I am still trying to get stuff done around the house and work on trainings, but I'm also trying to meal prep at the same time. I think I told you that. So this is like a puree of, I think I've shown this before, a puree of like basil, probably oregano, thyme, things from the garden, maybe some chives or onions, green onions, mixed with olive oil. I froze them in little pucks, and I put it on this sheet. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil, salt and pepper, spread this around the pan, and then I'm going to wash up and cut potatoes the long way, put them cut side down, and bake them until they are fork tender, just like a baked potato, and the other side will be crispy and delicious. The veggies are sauteing. I'm going to get that sausage chopped up and get that in the pot. Also, I only ended up using half the green pepper, and I'll save half for my husband's breakfast or for another recipe this week. Also going to add in 2 little yellow garden tomatoes that need to be used up. Here is the kielbasa. Flip one of these potatoes over so you can see how crispy it got. So here are the potatoes that will be for dinner tomorrow night, and also probably for some lunches or to go with eggs for breakfast. And here's the jambalaya all done. And I think that's it for meal prep for me today. It's 7 o'clock and I am going to start getting myself ready for tomorrow, choosing my clothes, packing my bag, making sure I have breakfast ready, and that's it. For Tuesday, August 29th, for dinner, I cooked up some jasmine rice. I used a little bit of broth I had left in the fridge and water to cook it up. I'm making Korean beef bowls. Normally I do shredded carrots and pickled cucumbers, and I'm too tired. So, I'm making this Peking stir fry, and that will be a nice addition. And then I will make the Korean beef, which is just ground beef, onion, garlic, coconut aminos, brown sugar, rice wine vinegar. And on this stir fry, I'll probably put salt, pepper, and a little bit of, I actually have hoisin sauce in the fridge. I might add a little bit of that to this stir fry. And that will be dinner for tonight. Normally I do it a little bit different, but it's been a very tiring 2 days back at work. I'm just not used to, I know, I'm a little bit spoiled by having my summers off, but I am not used to that alarm going off so early. And we've had a lot going on, you know, outside of just that going back to work. So taking a shortcut, it's still healthy. We still have some nice vegetables, and it'll be delicious. I also normally top it with sesame seeds, but I can't find them, so we're going without. And green onions that I am not taking the time to chop up, but I do have the sesame oil that I will drizzle also to give a little bit of flavor. Alright, here's the rice, the stir-fry vegetables, and the Korean beef. And usually we do a little bit of either hot sauce or pickled jalapenos, and what's the other thing? Sour cream. So I'll probably do that. Alright, it is Wednesday the 30th, and I am making a veggie heavy macaroni salad for my lunches, and I may even have it for dinner tonight. It's actually going to have tuna in it also as the protein, but I have 1 garden tomato that I took the seeds out of and diced up, celery that I had left over in the fridge, kale just because I had to use it up, a couple little sweet peppers from the garden, peas from the freezer, green onion. I think that's everything in here. And then I'll do like mayo, salt, pepper, a little bit of relish, the tuna, and the pasta. Here's the macaroni salad all done. I did add a little splash of vinegar to it, apple cider vinegar, to add just a little bit of acidity, and I put too much, so it's a little vinegary, but I'm the only person eating this, so it'll be fine and it'll last me a while.